Hello, America. My name is the artist formerly known as Mr. Chaotic. Now I'm that symbol in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. I'm sure I made you look actually, but welcome to a brand new edition of my viral video series, Shit I Don't Like. And as I've stated before, I don't like most things. There's been a lot of you requesting more Shit I Don't Like videos based on a shitty song titled Shit I Don't Like. Since then, I've moved to Youngstown, and naturally, there's a lot of things I still don't like. And this is Shit I Don't Like Youngstown Edition, Volume 1. So I hope you enjoy this, folks. Well, everybody from Youngstown, one of the main things that people do not like is the roads. There was a viral video recently where the dude was quoted as saying these potholes are a fucking war zone. And he was truly not exaggerating. It's impossible to even drive in the middle of the road or in between the lines, if you will, due to so many potholes. So half the time you will actually see people driving in the middle of the road, swerving into oncoming traffic, and so on and so forth. And you're really not from Youngstown until you have your very first flat tire. And then you truly know that you are a resident. And there's a few businesses that sell used tires that are currently, thriving right now due to them being aware of the roads. Some of these politicians are paid quite a bit. They're corrupt. The city has a history of mobsters. They used to call it Bomb Town back in the day because there's so many car bombs. And yeah, I live in the West Side myself, and while Youngstown is a wonderful place to start a new business due to tax breaks and low startup costs aside from the things that you're going to need for your business, that you're going to have to carry. In the hood, there's really not very many businesses that last for a while. There was a Dairy Queen, decent location, shut right down. People constantly, start a business and fucking people will break in, steal the copper pipes inside of the business. And a lot of people may not have a lot of money, and you'll attract some clientele that often will be somewhat ratchet with you, and say $3 for a slice of pizza. I can go to Little Caesar, get one for 5. You know, by all means, fucking go to Little Caesar. Tell them I said hello, please. I beg you. People are constantly complaining about the prices, and these are local businesses, not a fucking flea market. You know. Speaking of, me being somebody that has a stomach problem, and I'm constantly using the restroom. When you're in the hood, you really won't see too many public restrooms due to the fact you'll have homeless people, sleeping in them, or you might go to a public restroom trying to take a quick piss, and you might find a crackhead shriveled up in the corner or something. So a lot of these local businesses, outside of Boardman, that is, they don't have public restrooms because if a lot of some of the locals, if you will, sat on a toilet, they may transmit something onto the toilet, and then the next person to use the restroom will catch something. That's that shit I really don't like. Um, as I've stated before, I do not like the politicians. They're all evil. They're all corrupt. Politics as a whole in the United States, it's a revolving door of corruption, and there's truly no way around it. And coming from a place that had so many mob ties and just corrupt motherfuckers in general, you really There's actually a place where this dude's got his house painted up. I would love to interview him, and hopefully we can make this interview happen in the future. But he's got a giant message on this house talking about judges, politicians, etc. And and that's very interesting. So, speaking of that, well, actually unrelated, but I don't give a fuck. I don't like all these wannabes that I see, all these fake thugs. You have a vehicle, you're driving down the road, and you see somebody walking in the middle of the road with their pants hanging off their ass. And they're fucking mean mugging you, when in all reality, they're walking in the middle of the road, and I don't fucking know. They're just mean mugging, and that's that shit I don't like. All these wannabes, don't just look at me because you envy me or, fucking you have a pent up frustration against the world and you have to mean mug everybody that you see. That's just, all these motherfuckers fronting. And, last week, there was another drive-by shooting and, so many young, innocent people are killed, Some just over senseless violence. Why? Because you want to be popping off, you want to be fucking hard, you want to be a fucking thug, Guess what? The smart people are the ones that fucking handle their own and don't have to be something they're not. And they're able to excel in the world as a result. Another thing I don't like is the poor drivers. You could be on the main road and somebody pulls up on a side street, like fucking halfway into the street. And you have to swerve into oncoming traffic in order to avoid this person that's coming up to the side of you and about to fucking hit you and kill you. It seems like a lot of these people somehow never had to go to driving school or they're just all on PCP. Who the fuck knows? I sure don't know. But another thing, so many people trying to be this, trying to be that, and you see me rolling up, you look at me, I'm white boy, you might not see my tattoos, my sleeves might be covered up or something, with some sleeves, and, you want to stereotype me as some fucking yuppie or something. The fact of the matter is, if you didn't judge a book by its cover, you would actually see that I can, rap better than any of your people. Everybody on every block, there's like 10 rappers and everybody raps, but few are actually artists, And if you would take the time to not judge a book by its cover, you would actually see that. But just stereotyping somebody by the way they look, you're really going to miss out on a lot of wonderful things, And due to the fact that I am, in the hip hop industry, there's really not much of a hip hop scene. A lot of people try to do hip hop concerts and, I'm fucking renting out this fucking little rinky dink bar, and there's going to be 5 people coming to see me, or you're at the mercy of another corrupt promoter. And the fact of the matter is they all suck. People do these concerts, people go to these concerts, and how are you supposed to entertain somebody for 3 hours if there's only 2 performers? You know what I mean? And these 2 performers bring in 15 people, and the people really aren't that interested. They're probably all outside smoking cigarettes because they already lost the interest, And, there's many success stories to come from this town, but, a lot of the hip hoppers, they do claim Youngstown. These motherfuckers are 3,000 miles away from Youngstown, Big up for claiming your city, but when I drive around my city, I'm not seeing you, I may see you on my blog feeds, but, if you're so Youngstown, why aren't you in Youngstown, The fact of the matter is I've been here a year, and that makes me more Youngstown than you. Because you won't even fucking come to your old hood. That's not very Youngstown if you ask me. Oh man. Another thing I don't like is the police, God bless every police that fights for, our you know, for our streets to be safe. But at the same time, you have other people that are abusing that badge. You know, you have people that are, you know, mocking the people that they're pulling over. You know, you have people that are corrupt. You know, you have racist police, be it a white policeman being racist against a black person or a black policeman being racist against a white person. You know, and oftentimes they're really stomping on your rights. You know, and there's in different areas of Youngstown, the police act differently. But you know, I know, for example, place full of wannabe country people, Canfield. You know, it's less than a mile big, and the police are absolutely horrible. You know, they'll pull you over and search your car if you know you're caught fucking stopping at a yellow light, picking your nose or something. Like, you know, it's cool to protect and serve, but you know, there's also something called harassment and you know, abusing that badge that you have, and that's that shit I don't like. So, you know, and big thing is one of my main things that I really don't like is ratchet people. You know, I the other day in the West Side, I was across the street from Dollar General. There's a small cell phone place, and I made the mistake of going to that small cell phone place after a bus dropped off some people right outside that cell phone place. And 20 of those people, due to the budget phone plans, piled into this place that is no bigger than this room you see right here. You know, so I walked in, I'm thinking about getting a phone or something, and you know, next thing you know, the place is packed. You know, I see a lady in, you know, her mid to late 20s, you know, African American lady, and she had a kid with her, you know, a little girl, little cute innocent girl. She had to have not been older than 4 or 5 years old. You know what I mean? I walk in and, you know, I'm trying to get to this case over there where there's phones. And I look at the lady, I'm like, you know, I nod, you know, polite, happy person nod, you know, and I'm like, excuse me, you know, because I'm trying to get past. Not rushing though, you know, and this lady, she looked at her kid, you know, who barely came up to my knees, to be honest with you. Just a little angel, you know, little beautiful little girl, you know. And she smacks her daughter on the face. And, you know, pardon the expletive. I just want you to, you know, she goes, move, nigga. And she smacks her kid on her fucking nose. You know, if these are occurrences that happen in public and, you know, happen quite often, you know, that's that shit I don't like. You know, maybe you're trying to teach your kid respect. But if you don't respect yourself, your roots, your ancestry, and the world around you, how are you ever going to receive respect back? But, you know, so I hope this video didn't offend you. You know, to be honest, I actually enjoyed this town. You know, I call this town home, and it is home to the woman of my dreams, you know, and it's a wonderful place with a lot of wonderful people, you know, and that's the truth, you know, but thank you for tuning in to another edition of the shit I don't like. My name's Chaotic, and if you don't like this video, fuck you. That's that shit I really don't like. Thanks for your time, America, and try not to stay stupid. Peace.